Okay, so good afternoon, ma'am. My name is Meryl Joyce Colong. I am a second-year medical student from Davao Medical School Foundation. And today, I am tasked to examine or do your eye examination. Okay, so before anything else, is it okay if I would know a few details or information about you? Okay, so may I know your complete name?
Mary Vicon,
Okay, how about your age?
53.
Are you single or married?
Married po.
Address?
Emily Holmes, Kabantian.
Your occupation?
Is a dentist.
And your religion?
Protestant.
Okay, so I'm going to explain to you today what are we going to do. Okay, so for the eye examination, so we have, it comprises different procedures. Okay, so we will start with visual acuity. So for the visual acuity, we have a Snellen chart right over there. Okay, so the purpose of this procedure is to determine the smallest letter that you can read. Okay, using a standardized chart. Okay, so next is the visual field testing. So in this procedure, I'm going to assess your central as well as your peripheral vision. Okay, if there is any abnormality. Okay, and also this test or procedure is also used to diagnose or to check the severity of what we call the glaucoma. Okay, so next is the assessment of the proportion, the alignment, as well as the symmetry of your eyes, as well as the parts of the eyes. Okay, so next is would be the pupil measurement. Because I will check the size of your pupils, whether it is in a normal size. I will also check for its shape and as well as its symmetry. Okay, so next is the pupillary light reaction. So I'm going to use pen light. Okay, I'm going to assess whether your pupils are constricting or not. Okay, and lastly is the extraocular muscle assessment. So I will let you follow my finger later on, okay, and to check whether your cranial nerves as well as your motor nerves are intact. Okay, so do you have any clarifications or questions?
Wala po.
Okay, so is it okay to proceed?
Yes.
Okay, so first things first, a first procedure would be the visual acuity testing. So as what I have said earlier, we have a Snellen chart. Okay, so the patient must be seated 20 feet apart or from the Snellen chart. Okay, so before we proceed with the visual acuity testing, may I know if you are wearing any eyeglasses or contact lenses?
I'm wearing eyeglasses.
Okay, what kind of eyeglasses are those?
Is double vista. Double vision.
Does it include reading glasses?
Yeah.
Reading glasses. Okay. So I will not let you use the glasses na lang po. Okay, as it may give a different result. Okay, so for this procedure, I am going to ask you to read the topmost letter, then we will go downwards, and then you will do that while covering one eye. Okay, so first, I am going to let you cover your left eye. Okay, so you will assess your right eye. Okay, wait for me. Okay. So I want you to read the topmost letter.
E.
Okay, the next letter.
F.
Okay.
P.
Okay, the third
T.
Okay.
O. Z.
Okay, the next letter.
L. T. E. D.
Okay, for the next letter.
P. E. C. F. B.
Okay, for the next letter.
That's letter E.
Okay.
D. P.
Okay.
C. Z. And P.
Okay. So next, ma'am, I want you to cover your right eye. Okay. So we will do the same thing, okay, as what we have done to your right eye. Okay. So I want you to read the first letter.
E.
Okay.
F. T.
Okay.
T. O. Z.
Okay.
L. P. E. D.
Okay.
P. E. C. F. D.
Okay.
E. P. F. C. Z. and T.
Okay. So for your visual acuity, okay, so both your left and your right eye has the same visual acuity. It is 20/30. Okay, so in case you are wondering what does those numbers mean, okay, so when we say 20, the 20 means you are 20 feet apart from the chart, and the 30 is your brain. Okay, so next we are going to do the visual field testing. Okay, so for the visual field testing, I want you to sit straight. Okay, I want you to sit straight. I want you to look right into my eyes. And then I'm going to use my fingers. I'm going to wiggle my fingers. And I want you to tell me if you can see my wiggle fingers. Okay, so let us try it first. So I'm going to put my hands 2 feet apart, lateral to your ear. Okay, I want you to check first if you can see my
Yes.
fingers. Okay, so I will now proceed with the procedure. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna go from backwards to inwards.
Yes.
Okay. Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. Another one.
Yes.
Okay, last.
Yes.
Okay, so for the visual field, okay, it's normal and your peripheral vision is intact. Okay, so next I'm going to assess the proportion, the alignment, as well as the symmetry of your eyes, as well as your parts of your eyes. Okay, so I'm going to start with, okay, I want you to look straight at me. I want you to, I'm going to assess your eyebrows. Okay, so for the eyebrows, it is equal in distribution. It is full, and then there is no presence of scaling. Okay, so next that I'm going to assess is the eyelids. So for the eyelids, okay, I want you to look down. I want you to close your eyes and open. Okay, so for the eyelids, there is no presence of edema. There is no discoloration, as well as presence of lesions. Okay, so upon closing, there is adequacy. Okay, so next I'm going to assess is your lacrimal apparatus. So for the lacrimal apparatus, okay, allow me to palpate. Okay, there is no presence of swelling. Okay, I want you to look at me. There is also no presence of tearing and dryness. Okay, so now what I'm going to assess next is the conjunctiva as well as the sclera. Okay, so first, I'm going to check first the lower portion. I want you to look up. Okay, look upwards. I'm going to pull down. Okay, so there is no edema, no nodules or swelling. But there is slight vascularity. Okay, so next I'm going to assess is the conjunctiva in the upper eyelid as well as the sclera in the upper eye. Okay, I want you to relax. I'm going to check. Okay, there is slight vascularity. Okay, there are no nodules or swelling. Just a slight vascularity. I'm going to check on the other eye. Okay, so there is just a slight vascularity, but there are no presence of nodules or swelling. Okay, so now I'm going to check your cornea. Okay, so for the cornea, I am going to use the pen light. Okay, I'm going to shine it in an oblique area. Okay, so I want you to again look straight at me. Okay. Okay, so for the cornea is has no opacity. Okay, and as I can see in your iris is normal. Okay, there's nothing I can find any abnormality. Okay, so next I'm going to measure the pupil size as well as the shape and the symmetries. Okay, so I'm going to going to check the size. Okay, I want you to look straight. Okay, on the other eye. Okay, so for your pupil size, uh, the measurement is about 4 millimeters. Okay, so this means that your pupil size is normal. Okay, if the pupil measurement is greater than 5 millimeters, okay, and if the measurement is smaller or less than 3 millimeters, then we can say that it is not normal. Okay, so next, ma'am, is I'm going to conduct the pupillary light reaction. Okay, so I'm going to dim the lights for a while. Okay, so I'm now going to check the reaction. I want you to look at the distance. Okay, look, siguro look na lang po dyan po sa light. Okay, going to check if there is constriction. Okay, on the other eye. Okay, so for a while. Okay, so for the pupillary light reaction, as I can see, there is a constriction of when the light hits your pupil. So it is a good sign that your sympathetic nervous system is working. Okay, so lastly is the assessment of your extraocular muscle. Okay, so for the extraocular muscle, okay, I want you to follow my finger. Okay, so I will move it to the extreme right, and then right upward, and then right downward, back to the middle. Okay, then extreme left, and then left upward, and then left downward, back to the middle. So I'm gonna do it one more time, okay? I'm just gonna clarify. Extreme right, right upward, right downward, then back to the middle. Okay, you need to follow. Again, one more time, I want you to follow. Okay, last time. Okay. So, for the extraocular muscle, as I can see earlier, so when I move my finger into the middle, so you're, I think in your mind you're going to the right. Am I right? Okay. So, but since I already double check it, so I can see that your muscles, your extraocular muscles are okay, except for one thing when I try to place my finger forward. Okay, so your eyes cannot really follow going medially. So okay, that's what I can see in this examination. Okay, so since we are in the last procedure, so I'm going to summarize, no. So other than that, there are no abnormalities seen, except that in your sclera, I can see a slight vascularity. Okay, and upon the extraocular muscle assessment, okay, when I try to move it medially, so they are having a hard time your eyes are having a hard time to move it to move medially. Okay, so for that, siguro I suggest that you go to an optometrist or to the doctor that is